Live from the Auburn Pit Studios at MyTV Television Center, it's Scorch's PFG TV, presented by the New England Subaru dealers. I'm Nick Carpinelli. Tonight, join Scorch for Weird News, information on the new phone application and clothing line. We welcome a couple of new sponsors to the PFG TV family. We've got the ManchVegas Roller Girls on the show tonight, comedian Mike McCarthy, and let's not forget special musical guest Gary Ho Ho Hoey on the show tonight. Now, let's give it up to the only guy I know that stuffs his stockings with little baggies. Here's Scorch.
Hey, ho, ho, hey, ho, ha, 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 ho. Before I do anything else, I want to make sure I get this right. Merry Christmas from Scorch's PFG TV. How about this, man? So, man, you know what? I have never had anything that looks like this dangle in front of my face before.
Yeah, right.
So I'm really uncomfortable with this, just so you know.
And that is the most unnatural thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Hi, Ma. I've made it a long way since I went to college on your money. You see that? I'm sitting on TV in front of 30 million people wearing a hat with elf ears and somebody's thing hanging down over my face. Anyhow. Oh, my God. What a crowd today. Merry Christmas from all of us. Scorch's PFG TV. Y'all know Nick Carpinelli, right? Give it up for Nick.
What's up, man?
So what'd you get today? Did you get anything good?
Did I get anything
Did you get anything good for Christmas earlier today or yesterday for Christmas Eve?
Yeah, I got a few things, actually. My son...
You got your son?
No.
Good
for some reason, it's like the Grinch who stole Christmas. His heart grew 2 sizes bigger over the last couple of years. And he's just like, hey, Dad, hey, Merry Christmas. And that's,
do you think...
That's actually kind of cool, you know?
Is he just giving you back stuff that he already took from you? He's only giving him back things that he already took from him, that's all. He's like, oh, he didn't notice that I took this a few years ago.
He gave me a Lego set from when he was 6.
Good for you. Oh, man, let me tell you, what a show today, because today on the program, we have got for you comedian Mike McCarthy's in the house. Also, the ManchVegas Roller Girls back to talk to us a little bit more about things. And what would Christmas night be without what we likingly call Ho, Ho, Hoey. Gary Hoey's in the house. So, with all the stuff going on, busy show today. Happy holidays once again. Let's get right into things with the segment that we call Weird News.
Thunder rain stories that are very strange. Weird News.
So, police in Bradenton, Florida, arrested Jessie Lynn Clark after she actually pulled oxycodone and Xanax pills from her crotch during a traffic stop. You pigs! I'm pretty sure they're in the pants, at the crotch area of the pants.
Is that a form of identification?
So she figured she would do the right thing and give the drugs up. She told the police that the driver of the car made her put the drugs in her pants. Okay? Police found out it was true, but the only problem was Jessie Lynn was the driver of the car, so she's now in jail. Yes.
Why do the weird news stories always start in Florida?
Because that's the only place that has weird news. You live there. That was weird enough. You made how many headlines did you make when you were there?
Actually, quite a few. I'm not proud of it.
Artist Victor Middick has done pictures of Paris Hilton. Has anybody heard about this? This guy, he's done pictures of Paris Hilton and pictures of Marilyn Monroe. But his recent picture got people all pissed off. It's a picture of John Lennon. Now, he claims his picture is a work of art, and that painting to him is like a religious experience, and his pictures are holy. So what makes this Lennon picture so bad, everybody? The fact that it really was holy. He made the John Lennon picture by shooting at a canvas. The good news, he won't be doing pics like that again for a while. The bad news is he's in jail because he didn't have a license for his gun. Stupid ass. Yes. And finally, because we only have time for 3 stories tonight, because what a busy show. Nothing wrong with having a business plan to better your company, unless, of course, you are a pimp. Yeah, pimp stories are always good. Any story about pimps and hookers, it always makes for great TV.
Especially on Christmas.
Christmas night.
It just brings it. It's all right.
Right here on the whole network, on my TV. That keeps us on for another couple of weeks, so there you go. So anyway, police in Los Angeles arrested Juan Guzman, charging him with running a prostitution ring in various bars through the area. Now, they suspected him of doing this, but they didn't have any real proof till he got stopped and they searched his van. While searching his van, they found a folder with his work plan for 2011. On it, he vowed to take care of, and I quote, his bitches and find other ways to work his hoes. Also, there was a girl in the back of the van that was performing on a guy. So he tried to convince the cops that the girl was his sister and the guy was her boyfriend. He also tried to tell the cops his bitches were dogs and his hoes were farm tools.
You gotta give him credit. That's awesome.
This all could have worked, except when they went to the address that they gave him to look for more evidence, they didn't see any dogs or any farm. And it is good that he likes to do business in bars, because he's going to be behind them for 23 and a half hours a day for the next 5 years. Stupid idiots. And that, my friends, is weird news for today. So listen, today, coming up in a few minutes, we're going to be talking to Mr. Gary Hoey about Hoey. For now, though, let us do what makes this show survive with their help. Let us do our very first sponsor break. Yes, thank you very much. Once again, we could not do it without all these folks. Do you understand this show? When we ask you for your support, it's because just like public television, this show actually costs money to produce, and it's done by the help of support from viewers and sponsors. The only difference is between public television and this show's good, you see? So this show's worth supporting. That's why the New England Subaru dealers are supporting the show. Yes. Get ready for life. The new 2011 Subaru Forester. I actually went out. I don't even need a vehicle, and I went out and actually looked at these things the other day. I took a test drive. This thing runs like it's like a marshmallow. It runs like a cloud. Road gripping, symmetrical all-wheel drive. The ring-shaped reinforced frame designed for maximum passenger safety. See, so our floor director Brian, who drives like a nut, he should get a Forester, because even as crappy as he drives, I would never fear it, because I know that it's maximum passenger safety if he had a Forester. You know what I mean?
Really?
Oh, yeah. The top safety pick by the Insurance Institute again for highway safety. You can drive home a brand new Forester. Literally, you can go home. It's like 10 after 12 right now on Saturday night. You can go wait at your local New England Subaru dealer. Tomorrow morning when they open up, you can be in front. You can drive home tomorrow afternoon for less than $21,000. How about that? You know what? If you got a present for Christmas, you're like, how the hell did you give me this? You say to whoever gave it to you, you say, hey, I don't want this present. Go get me a Subaru from New England Subaru. Love, it is what makes Subaru a Subaru. Also, we want to thank, if we can, Auburn Pitch. Give it up for Auburn Pitch. Now, what Carmen does at Auburn Pitch, they're doing a lot of cool things. Be on the lookout for the Christmas tree burning. That's always a big thing. If you're looking for something to do with your Christmas tree, they do a Christmas tree burning. Also, they have the money cards. This is a great thing. The money cards, you go in, they're doing a 2-for-1 deal now. Go into Auburn Pitts, 167 Rockingham Road, Auburn, New Hampshire. You said, hey, thank you. I saw you were supporting Scorch's PFG TV. And they're going to give you 2-for-1 money cards. So basically, you give them $50, you're going to get $100 worth of money cards. And $100 at Auburn Pitts, I mean, that's literally that pays for 1 month rent at the pits.
Absolutely.
And another thing they're doing that's really cool, next week they're doing I have nothing better to do for New Year's Eve party. And I think that's great. Auburn Pitts, Carmen, Joey G, thank you for being part of the show. Also, Wayne's Tattoo World. Look at Miss Cookie. Wayne's Tattoo World, 11 Tracy Lane in Hudson. Wayne has a great deal. You get 5 or 6 more people to go into Wayne's for a tattoo, and he will hook you up with a trip to Reno or Vegas or one of the islands, or like I said, he'll hook you up for a trip to Chichester, New Hampshire. He'll hook you up with a trip to like Belchertown, Massachusetts. He'll hook you up anywhere, all the exotic places, and it's a clean, sterile place. And we love to have him on the show. Wayne has been, I think, the longest steady supporter of Scorch's PFG TV. So, Wayne's Tattoo World, we love you. In a few minutes, I'm going to tell you about their $500 all-day sitting, too. So, Wayne's Tattoo World, give it up for Wayne. And finally, Company G, website development and design. CompanyGWD.com. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have PFG-TV.com, and a lot of people wouldn't get to check out the show. So, thank you, CompanyGWD.com. Hey, did I tell you guys and girls that Gary Hoey's on the show tonight? Huh? Check it out. We're going to do our first pub crawl of the night, and when we come back, speaking of which, we're going to talk to Gary Hoey. It's Scorch's PFG TV. Merry Christmas. This is beautiful. So you just saw the pub crawl. The pub crawl, let me explain something to bands. I can't stress this enough, and I've said it so many times. Bands are like, hey, man, I can't believe it. I only had 20 people at my show the other night. I can't believe I only had this. Or nobody comes out, and wham. You know what? I'm trying to help the bands out. Mind you, this TV show, without exaggeration, we probably at this point are looking at a little bit more than 750,000 viewers. Plus, what I didn't mention, we're going to Texas and we're going to Florida, New York. Yeah, so I mean, we're going to be heading into the multi-millions of viewers. Do you realize for $10 a week, for less than the price of a freaking pizza, you get your name, you get your gigs, you get your website, not only here on the television show on the pub crawl, but you also get it on PFG-TV.com, and you get it on the PFG TV app, which is available worldwide. I mean, for $10, that you get it everywhere. Buy into the pub crawl and help support for more than 2 months. Every month after that 2 months, you stay on. We're going to put at least 2, maybe 3 of your tunes, full complete tunes, on the PFG radio section of the Scorch's PFG TV app. And we like to feature bands that are on the pub crawl. Yep. So basically, you get on the pub crawl. You say, we want to be on, we want to talk about this month. You will hear your music at some point being played behind the pub crawl, and you get a chance to be featured. Lots of cool things. $10 a week, less than the price of a pizza. If you're a band, do it.
You went with the pizza again, man. Let's change it to something different every week. Let's make it for the price of a really, really good steak bomb. Or let's make it for the price. You know what? You can get 2 oil changes.
For the price of 2 cheeseburgers and an order of fries these days, you can literally, and I don't say advertising anything. My whole thing is with any of our sponsors or anything else, I always say the same thing. Invest in yourselves. You know what? We're doing that. We're investing in the fact that we believe in supporting the local arts. And that's why we've invested our time and a lot of our money into doing this. You know what I mean? So help support the thing. That's all. Invest in yourselves, so. Also, thanks to Local Ad Pro NE, my pal Howie Snyder, the Scorch's PFG TV app. It's available on every phone system there is. Androids, Blackberries, smartphones,
iPhones,
the iPhones,
iTouch.
Anything you want, you can download the Scorch's PFG TV app. You'll be able to get the show live on the thing. You're going to get the full hour-long show live, just hanging there on your telephone, believe it or not. And that's a whole other issue. You can say, hey, I was just on that show. When you download this app, check it out. You know what I mean? So
how cool is that, right? I mean, if you're in a band and you're on the show, you'd be like, hey, check this out.
You know what I mean? So Scorch's PFG app is available. Look it up, Scorch's PFG TV app. You can get it anywhere you have to get it. Your local app store, you know what I mean? And our clothing line, thanks to themountain.com. Now, this is very exciting. I can't wait not only to hear him later on, but I'm really looking forward to talking to him. He's got treats. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Hoey! You know what?
How you doing, bro? What's up, brother?
What's happening, man?
How are you? Nice to see you.
You know, for some reason, you remember?
Good to see you.
Does any of the older people in the crowd remember the dating game that used to be on with Jim Lang? And the people used to come out, right? And there'd be dun, 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 dun. I think it was a Herb Alpert tune, whipped cream or something. When you were walking out there just then, I instantly heard that song. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Hoey. Dun, 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 dun. What is happening?
I wish I wrote that theme.
I know, right?
I'd be sitting on an island right now.
Oh, man, you know what? I'm glad you didn't then, because we're so happy to Gary Hoey and crew.
Oh, thank you so much, and Merry Christmas, Scorch.
Merry Christmas to you,
Merry Christmas,
man.
and Happy New Year to everybody.
How about that? So, I mean, there's so many things we can talk about. Let's start off with Utopia. Can I get a close-up of Utopia? Woo. This is Gary Hoey's newest disc. And we did a couple of radio interviews, and we talked, and I'm glad you at least didn't punch me in the mouth, because I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to downplay what you've done, but because everyone that knows you says the same thing. Why the hell have you done really well, but you still haven't gotten over that one hump yet? And we agree that this is going to do it for you.
I hope so. You know, this album, Utopia, we worked really hard on it. We spent probably over 2 years working on it. We kept going back to the drawing board. We kept rewriting and re-recording. The first single, Walk Away, which is already getting played on a bunch of stations, we had to remix it like 5 times. You know, so to bands out there, man, if you're going that extra mile, and you think, you know, no one's going to notice, guess what? People really do notice when you go the extra mile. They really do.
Well, that's the thing.
You know, we've had a great response, and you were very nice, and all the guys on the radio station that hang out with you, they all gave me some really nice words about the record, and that means a lot to me, man, coming from you guys, because you guys hear so much music, right?
Well, we hear
so many albums come across your desk, and
no, it's true. You know, I mean, there are so many crappy songs out there that make it. All because of the video channels and because of iCarly, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So,
well,
I think that's 2 weeks in a row for an iCarly mention. I think.
At least you didn't say Justin Bieber.
No, you know
that's good.
If Nick was on the couch, it'd be Justin Bieber.
But I got to tell you, the album Utopia, I could not have done it without these two guys right here, Matt Skurfield on drums, and Eric Konzielka on bass. This is our second album together as a band, and these guys brought the fury. What does the album mean to you, Matt?
I'm bachelor number 3, 2. He's bachelor number 3. Essentially, for me, it's a culmination of all the years that I've spent working on playing the drums. You know what I mean? It's some of my best playing. I sound the best. I feel the best. You know, thanks to Gary's guidance and help. You know, it was a lot of fun to make, and really had a good time doing it. So
good. And what about Eric? What do you think of the album Utopia?
Oh, it's amazing. It brought out the best in me. Gary is just an amazing individual, as well as a musician and producer. I mean,
how much you pay?
He knows what he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows exactly what he wants, and he brought it out in each of us.
Good for you guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Hey, you know what? This is going to be an interesting thing. I would like you to tell the PFG disciples and the viewing audience and those here in the studio audience, which you can come live to, I'll tell you about that soon. Tell people something that nobody knows about Gary Hoey.
Well, let's see. I would probably say a lot of people don't know I grew up studying martial arts. I'm a third-degree black belt. Because growing up in Lowell, Massachusetts, you either learn how to fight or you get really fast at running. And being like a skinny musician, I was like, so skinny my whole life that me and my friend Dave said, man, let's go take karate so we can learn how to kick some ass, right? After I got my black belt, I never got in fights. It's just weird. You get this sense of confidence, and I think martial arts also prepared me for the music business a lot because it teaches you a lot about discipline and focus and respect. To respect people, man. So it was a good thing.
And can I tell people? I want to tell the thing I know. If you turn your head a little bit, this is the other thing that people don't really know about Gary.
I'm an alien?
His actual hair color, his hair is naturally like that.
Yes.
Has been since I've known him.
Well, my mother was a great person. My mother was a great lady, but my father was a cheater. I'm just kidding.
Now, what about your... so tell us about this. The need for lead, phrases, hooks, and melodies. Gary has also got himself an instructional DVD. Which is that as well. It says here, use the ear trainer, download tabbed sheet music, post original compositions, ask the teacher questions. Wow, good. So you went all out with this, trying to show the craft.
Yeah, this DVD is my first ever instructional DVD in all the years I've been playing, and after 17 albums,
17 albums.
I finally wanted to make an instructional video. So this is one that's focusing on lead guitar. I wouldn't say it's for beginners. This is definitely for someone that they've been playing rhythm for a while and they want to step into playing some lead and shredding some licks. So I give them all my secrets, all my tips about how to play lead guitar, and there's over 40 lessons. It's 2 DVDs. There's a ton of stuff. I think because I had a lot to put out there,
Yeah,
and we also give them online support. They can email me through the website. Rock House Method is a great company that we worked with. So I brought you a few extra copies. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas,
Always a pleasure.
Hang tight. We're going to be looking forward to a few holy Christmas tunes in just a few minutes. But right now, what I want to do is we're going to show you how to be on one of these sponsor breaks, and we're coming back, and we will give you our sponsor break, our next pub crawl, and comedian Mike McCarthy, Scorch's PFG TV. Here's how to be on the show as a sponsor.
Local businesses, do you have a product or a service you want to tell the masses about without breaking your bank trying to do so? Well, become a new family member on Scorch's PFG TV. Seen in over 3 million homes on network television, plus all over on the World Wide Web. Easily one of the most affordable and cost-effective ways for you to invest in your company. Hey, it is Scorch, and email me, scorch@pfgtv.com. for more information.
Okay, so now that you are a business and you saw how to get on the sponsor break, this is what they look like. This is our next sponsor break. Oh, no. You can clap louder than that because this sponsor break, if I see it correctly, we have 2 brand new sponsors for Scorch's PFG TV. One of them, I'm very, very, very happy to say welcome to the family, Bonneville Kia. Give it up for Bonneville Kia. New Hampshire's #1 volume Kia dealer. Now, this place has the lowest prices on any Kia, guaranteed. Do you understand that? This is a guarantee. There ain't many guarantees in life. One of the guarantees is this show odds are will suck. The other guarantee is, no, I'm just joking about that. The real guarantee is that Bonneville Kia will give you the lowest price guaranteed. If not, they will actually pay for the car and give you a free one. And that's the end of them sponsoring the show, so thank you very much. They're like, what the hell is he talking about? Paul, the sales guy for the representative for the company, they're on the phone right now. Paul said, get this guy, what do you got? No, not only are they not sponsoring the show, Paul no longer has a job. So Paul, I'll put you to how you can sell the show, that's all. Honestly, Bonneville Kia saves you thousands upon thousands on any Kia that you can get, so... America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, and nobody has a better or longer warranty than Bonneville. So here's 2 big things you got to know. Very important stuff, okay? Skiers, you go to Bonneville Kia on Facebook and you get your chance to get some free tickets to Mount Sunapee. And while you're on Facebook, you like Bonneville. How weird is this to me? How future is this? You go on Facebook and like Bonneville Kia, okay? And you tell them they should keep sponsoring Scorch's PFG TV. And you know what? They'll keep sponsoring Scorch's PFG TV. So exit 9S off of 93 in Manchester. KiaNH.com, Bonneville & Sons Kia, DW Highway in Manchester. Let me tell you guys rock. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go off the record as saying this, or on the record as saying this. Yeah. I got my Jeep at Bonneville Jeep, see? So what a great place. I don't get my Jeep at any crappy Jeep places, no. I go to Bonneville, the only place to get a Jeep, or in this case, a Kia. So thank you guys for being part of the show, and welcome to the family. Mayhem Inc. on Broad Street in Nashua. Once again, John at Mayhem Inc. John has been one of the longest sponsors as well. Mayhem Inc. till the very end of the year, so you have another week. Everything in the shop is on sale. They have new body piercers. They have new tattoo artists. They are the home of the body modification. I always, for some reason, I think of the dual tone
Yeah, me
thing.
too. I was just thinking
and I think it's because I haven't in such a long time that just the thought of doing two at once, going, good with me. Mayhem Inc. on Broad Street in Nashua. Thank you for being part of the show. Local Photo. Local Photo is at 83 Hanover Street in Manchester. Local Photo, we're very proud to say, is the official photographing firm of Scorch's PFG TV. Parties, graduations. I'm telling you, 5 months from now is going to be a high school graduation time. Don't let your school tell you you have to get your photo done by Joe Suck, the photographer. No, go to Local Photo, and Local Photo will hook you up. And one more brand new sponsor. Give it up for these people too. Yeah, you can clap for that. Another brand new sponsor. Soleil Bronze Tanning Salon. Soleil Bronze, the official tanning salon of Scorch's PFG TV. I asked Nick, they wanted to come in and do a spray tan to show how they do spray tans. Nick didn't want to do it, so I think I'm going to have our floor director's wife do it because she'd be into doing it. They are voted the #1 tanning salon in Manchester for the last 3 years. The spray tanning thing I'm talking about, they do the Soleil Bronze. They basically have this thing where they do these wedding things where if you've seen some pictures where everybody has a different color, the bride's tan, the other person's white, the other person's red, they will come to where you are to your wedding thing, and Stephanie and crew will literally spray tan everybody at the hall or at the church or whatever, and everybody will look the same, and that'll make for a very nice wedding picture. Also, they do mobile spray tanning parties. I love this idea. They have pajama parties. Hell yeah. Where they bring the mobile tanning units and they bring the spray tan. Look, it's choking me up again. And they have cocktails and they just have fun. And if you know Stephanie, give her a couple of cocktails. Life is good. Soleil Bronze. Oh, by the way, you go into Soleil Bronze. They are on Master Road in Goffstown. You say, I want to get scorched, and you're going to get a mega deal, 50% off tanning. How about that? So there you go. Those are our sponsors for our second sponsor break. This is our next pub crawl. We're coming back. Mike McCarthy's going to crack our asses up. It's Scorch's PFG TV. Merry Christmas, everybody. Looking forward to having the ManchVegas Roller Girls coming up. And Gary, ho, 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 he's still on the way. But for now, very, very funny guy. I'm going to talk to him about the Irish, the comedy barbarian and stuff when we talk to him in a few seconds. Give it up for Mike McCarthy, my friends.
Yeah, baby! All right, how you guys doing? man. Good to be here. Good to be in New Hampshire, man. Good to be anywhere besides where I worked last week. Last week, I got stuck in Tunica, Mississippi. Yeah. I don't mean to brag. And I don't want to say that everybody in Mississippi is dumb. But look at it on a map. Surrounded by Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Tennessee. States marinating in stupidity, folks. Seriously, there are parts of that state that are so backwards. When you're driving through, if you listen closely enough, you can actually hear the old Dukes of Hazzard narrative voice. Start doing your life. Remember old Waylon Jennings? I'm driving through here. Well, it was just about that time that the bald-headed, hippie-goofy comic from Boston pulled into town. He didn't know it yet, but he sure was in for a heap of trouble. I went outside after the show and I got high with some of the people from the crowd, which, by the way, folks, is an exceptional way for you to spend some quality time with your comedian. I went to my doctor the other day, and you figure the guy that sticks his finger up your butt should have a sense of humor. He asks me if I take any drugs. I tell him I smoke marijuana. He goes, recreationally? I said, well, I'm not in a league or anything, but I'm pretty good. He got all upset. He's like, Michael, there's nothing funny about marijuana. I said, brother, I don't know where you're getting your stuff, but we should probably talk. Come walking back into the club high as a fruit bat. Greeted at the front door by a woman from Mississippi who I swear goes like this. Well, I thought you was really funny. Except you talk way too fast. Much more laid back here in Mississippi. We like it nice and slow. Got what we call a Mississippi pace. Don't y'all have the same thing? Up north, in Boston, where you're from? I said, yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, in Boston, we have the exact same thing, only up there we generally refer to it as freaking retarded. Good to be back in New Hampshire, man. I just moved from Florida back to Boston literally 2 weeks ago because I was thinking, no, it's going to be nice and warm in Florida in December. I should get up there where my nipples can fall off. But yeah, man, I remember my favorite thing about New Hampshire is I picked up like 7 cases of beer, so I didn't have to pay the taxes or the bottles fee and whatever. But I remember, do you remember years ago? Because in Florida, they have drive-through liquor stores. Yeah! Don't drink and drive. But if you must, why get out of your car? I remember years ago in Massachusetts, that's the reason I left, because you couldn't buy beer on Sundays in Massachusetts. You remember that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You folks remember how bad the New England Patriots sucked 15 years ago? You kidding me? At halftime, Bledsoe's got 4 interceptions, and I'm on the back of my buddy Jeff's bike heading up here to get another case. Come on, man. So I am an alcoholic. Any other alcoholics here in the room by applause? Nice. Well, I'm 100% Irish, never from Boston. You got a choice, be an alcoholic or be a recovering alcoholic. I'm 43 years old. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I guess I should quit drinking, but I don't know if I can. Too much part of my personality, and I'm a great drunk. I really am. How many people in this room, by applause, know a jerk drunk? Everybody, right? By the way, if you're not clapping, you're the jerk drunk. Always that one guy, they have that last beer, that last shot, they want to fight or drive or whine about their childhood or complain about their upbringing. Not me, never. Never want to fight, never want to drive. And when I get hammered, I become entertainment for other people. Oh, I'm that guy. Whoa! If I'm drinking and my wife's not around and you got the bail money, I'll do anything. Hey, listen, folks. You only get one life. You better choke the living daylights out of it, right? Who wants to die with regrets? Not me, right? Yeah, man. When I go to heaven and I get to the pearly gates, I want St. Peter sitting there looking at me going like this. Whew. It was close, man. It's like 51-49, buddy. You're lucky you loved your kids with your whole heart. Get in there, drunkie. All right. I'm all right when I'm drinking beer. Beer is your friend. It's the hard stuff that gets me in trouble. Although I wish they would stop messing with beer. It's perfect the way it is, right? Now they're putting all kinds of stuff in beer. This one has a lemon. This one has a lime. This one has caffeine. Now they have one with ginkgo biloba. So you remember what an ass you made out of yourself last night. Yeah. Like I said, it's the hard stuff that gets me. Found out through extensive research. If you drink enough Jack Daniels, you can actually get Jack Daniels himself to show up next to you. Yeah. You seem like a nice group. That ever happens to you? Do me a favor. Don't listen to a damn word that son of a bitch says. Nothing but bad advice. Hit the gas, Mike. You can beat the cops. Tell them all Harley Davidsons are for pansies. I dare you. She might not be that young, and it could just be a cold sore. Take a chance. Come on. Hey, listen, I got to get out of here. Thanks so very much for having me, man. We'll see y'all later.
Come back for a second, man. Funny mofo, eh? Thanks to Dick Doherty's Comedy Connection for hooking us up once again. Dick Doherty, our official comedy provider. Mike, tell us about this. What is this comedy barbarian thing I read about you?
I'll tell you what, man. I've been doing this 23 years, and when I started out, I was an animal. And I still drink to excess, but I'm a little bit more responsible and stuff like that. Yeah. But now I have kids, whereas before I was the comedy barbarian. I was like, grrr! Now I have kids, I'm like, shh. Yeah, I really was. I mean, like I said, you only get one life. You might as well go absolutely crazy with it and stuff like that. And that's a name that I didn't give it to myself. Somebody hung it on me after a couple of good weeks hanging out with me.
Now, do your kids, because a lot of kids might not get, that their parents are in the public eye. Do you embarrass your kids? Oh, Dad, come on. Don't stop telling those jokes, Dad.
My kids, they've always known that I was a comic because I get them up on stage, when I go to the sound check and stuff like that. Yeah. But my son Ryan, just the other night, said the first funny that I can use in my act, because we just moved back here from Florida, and I'm living in Fairhaven, Massachusetts.
Oh, you took a drive up here, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, it was worth it, man. Are you kidding? This is fantastic. What a great group of people.
Thanks, man.
The hottest bands going, good-looking girls on roller skates, and a crazy bald host, man. Get any better?
Thanks, man.
But we moved there, and down in Florida, we used to work out at the Gold's Gym.
Yeah.
And so my wife said we should do something with the kids, so we started working out at the YMCA, which I don't know if anyone here has ever been to the YMCA. Any guy has ever been to the YMCA?
Wonderful.
Let me tell you, man, the men's all they do, you're laughing because you know where I'm going with this, right? Yeah. Upstairs, where the old men hang out, they never wear their clothes.
Yes.
Oh, they're completely naked. They're walking around, things are hanging and stuff like that. I'm serious. There's more old balls up there than a used sporting goods store. It's rough.
And just so you know, when he is doing this, there's nothing that's going to show up at the bottom of the screen. He's actually demonstrating something, okay? I'll have to put there, here are testicles.
But yeah, it was. I'm complaining to him about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, and he didn't get the joke because I told the lady at front. I go, yeah, it's nice, but when I go into the steam room, it looks like a Roman bathhouse. I mean, it's like they're filming Cocoon 3 if Cocoon 3 was a gay porno, right? So, and my son, so I switched out of that locker room, and my son goes, you don't go up to the third floor anymore because it's just nuts up there, huh? I'm like, tap me out, brother, tap me out. That's a winner, kid, no doubt.
Hey, so Mike, if somebody want to get a hold of you, what's a website people can get a hold of you at?
I'll go to www.theirishcomedytour.com.
There you go. I'm going to have that here on the screen, too.
Yeah,
Mike McCarthy, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, happy holidays, man. Hang tight, hang tight. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do our very last sponsor break. Hang on, don't do it yet. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk to the ManchVegas Roller Girls. And I think we will cap off the last show of the year and cap off Christmas night with music from Ho, Ho, Ho. Okay? But for now, let's do it. Let's do the sponsor break. I thought my cameraman might be drunk from the eggnog, so I figured I'd help him out with that, Once again, we got to thank our pals at the New England Subaru dealers. The New England Subaru dealers, the Subaru Forester. Don't forget about that. We love the Forester, the Outback, the same thing. The brand new 2011 Outback is a big one. Wherever the adventure takes you, the Outback can bring you, you know what I mean? Road gripping. Once again, I don't know what it is about that line, but every time I say that line, I get really turned on.
Road gripping?
Road gripping, symmetrical, all-wheel drive. Do you know what I'm saying? That's hot, man.
Maybe it's just the word gripping, I think, is what you're...
And horizontally opposed boxer engine. And this is all standard, you know what I mean? The top safety pick by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety again. The Subaru Outback, the best-selling all-wheel drive car in America for the past 5 years. 5 years running. And you can take home a brand new one for under $24,000. I'll tell you what, If you go to another Subaru dealer other than a New England Subaru dealer, you can go steal one for free. But if you don't want to spend the rest of your life in jail, do the legal and the legitimate thing and go to your New England Subaru dealer and buy a damn car, okay? For a list of your local New England Subaru dealers, go to newenglandsubaru.com. And remember, love, it is what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Also, I want to thank Wayne's Tattoo World once again. Now remember, I wanted to tell you about this. Wayne has got this insane deal. And when I say insane, I mean insanity. Anybody that has already had ink can understand this. $500 all day long. Literally from noon till 10. 10 hours, $500. That's $50 an hour. No tattoo artist is going to give you work for $50 an hour. Actually, I rephrased that. Tattoo artists that suck will give you work for probably $20 an hour. But you know what? Then it's going to suck, and it's going to be stuck on you for the rest of your life. I will guarantee you that if Wayne does something to you, it's going to look great. I don't know if you can get another close-up of this quick, somebody. But I was showing this to the girl from Soleil Bronze Tattooing the other day. And she said, what kind of stuff can we maybe do on the show? And I said, well, we can have you come on and do your spray tanning thing. And I explained that we love having people do stuff like that on the show. For instance, Wayne finished up because he started at the radio station, but Wayne did a tattoo of me here on the show. And in just a couple of weeks, he's going to do another round, hopefully, of the fine art of the cover-up. I really love what he does with the cover-up. So Wayne's Tattoo World, 11 Tracy Lane in Hudson. Thank you for being one of the big players on Scorch's PFG TV. Now, finally, it looks like what we have to do now is do our final pub crawl of the night. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to the ManchVegas Roller Girls. And Gary Hoey and crew are going to be playing us live Christmas night. Scorch's PFG TV. Thank you. Scorch's PFG TV. Oh, that's nice. Gary Hoey and crew just getting ready to play. They're getting anxious. Before we get to them, though, bring them out. They're regulars on the show. We're only going to talk to them for a couple of seconds, but that's because we see them all the time, and we love that because we're in cahoots with them. I hate to say it like this, but we're in bed with the ManchVegas Roller Girls. They're there tonight.
So don't take this personally, but we brought you some soap. We make handmade soap for donations for the team, so we just thought we'd bring you a sample. And
oh, look, I have a bag with vinegar and water in it, too. I don't know what that means, but what the hell is that? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I got to say that the right way. So, look, so now don't take this personally, but here, I got a bag with vinegar and water in it. I don't know what the hell, you know.
Nothing personal.
I think somebody over there just got that. That's good. That's nice. So tell us now, the season starts when? Because we want to...
April 31st.
Okay, so we are getting closer and closer to the season.
Yeah, it's approaching rapidly.
What are we doing now as far as, other than insulting television hosts with soap?
Who we love dearly, really. There's nothing but love with that.
See, I'm wondering if they gave me the soap because of what I say to them off the camera. If they gave this to me just as an aid, perhaps. You know what I mean?
It's Dirty Derby soap.
Dirty Derby soap, yep. So what goes on with the recruitment thing now? You still doing that?
Yeah, we're still trying to bring on a lot of new girls for the season upcoming. We practice every Monday and Thursdays, and that's kind of a lot of times when we bring in the new girls, which sometimes you get from just this show, them seeing the show and then hearing about it and coming in to see what the deal is. We're also on Facebook, too, so a lot of people are contacting us through that, as well as our website.
What, and it's, what, MVRG?
ManchVegasRollerGirls.com.
ManchVegasRollerGirls.com. How's things going? You're going to have a good season this year? You're hoping to have a good season this year?
I think we're going to have a great season. We got a lot of good girls. You know, we each have our different talents. Some are faster, and then some just hit like a Mack truck. So, I know, it's sexy.
See, that's even more turning me on than the symmetrical all-wheel drive thing that all grip, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, you know what? Talking to hot chicks is even better than talking about four-wheel drive in a car. I'm very impressed.
Girls hitting each other in skirts and
Oh,
fishnets.
I
What's
love
not to
that.
like? Huh? What's not to like?
The only thing that would be better would be if you girls were riding Subarus. So it's ManchVegas, rollergirls.com.
Yes, it is.
There's a place right there that you can get on and sign up and say, I would like to play, and it'll give you all the information.
Yep, and there's forums on there if anyone wants to contact us or anyone has any questions at all.
Girls, we'll have you back in a few weeks. ManchVegas Roller Girls. And now, the highlight of the night. Oh, this is going to be good. For your Christmas holiday spirit and music, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gary Ho Hoey on Scorch's PFG TV.
Scorch PFG TV, man, on Christmas Day. There's no other place we'd rather be. How about some Linus and Lucy? Good to be here. PFG TV, baby. Where else do you want to be on Christmas Day? How about Santa Claus coming to town? I know some of you guys have been naughty out there. Anybody been naughty out there, TV land? Yeah! Anybody been nice? All right, well, all you naughty people, we want to party with you. All right, should we do our hats? Yeah! Since Scorch wore his elf hat, we're going to break these out. You guys ready? Here we go. Santa Claus coming to town.
Show, because this is the final show of 2010. I want to thank everybody, because honestly we joke around about pay and everything else, but you know what, I have to thank a lot of people that make this show happen, because the show wouldn't happen without them. I got to thank the crying baby in the background. That's always nice, right? It's because of kids that cry that I try to make this show a little bit better week after week. Thanks to the guys in the booth. Thanks to Kirk, the sound guru. You know what I mean? Also, thanks to our newest director in the booth. Thanks to Nick R. in the booth. You know what? I'm going to say thank you to the people that were responsible throughout the interview. Thanks to Ryan. Ryan, we appreciated what you did with the show. Thank you. Mark and Andy, we appreciated what you did with the show. Thank you. Ron, thank you. Now, the people that are still with the show. Brian Hannity's our floor director. Thanks to Brian. Thanks to Carl for being on the cameras. Carl Howard. Thanks to his wife, Nivea, our photographer. And you know what? I think other than my friend here, I think that's about it. Most importantly, happy holidays, man. It's Nick Carpinelli. So, now here's what's going on. We all want to wish you a Merry Christmas. We all want to say to you, Happy New Year, because we're not going to be here next week, but when we come back, our first week of the new year, we're going to come back with the band Mass playing live on the show. So, for the entire crew, for the ManchVegas Roller Girl, For comedian Mike McCarthy, wherever he is, there he is. And for hoeing! I personally want to thank you myself. You're making my dream come true. My name is Scorch, and we will see you live next time, right here on Scorch's PFG TV. Happy holidays, yo!